So here we are guys for another little bottle hunting video. I've come to this little patch of woodland today where I know that there's definitely some bottles here. Well, you can tell by just looking at the surface how much stuff is around here. There's bits of blue glass, bits of brown glass. Even just putting my bag down straight away, there's a little paste jar right next to it there. So I mean, there's loads of stuff here, just on the surface. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and dig a bit into this slope here, where I've had a few bottles out before. See some of the patterns around. So it's a promising sight. So I'll turn the camera back on when I've got into it a little bit and see what we can find. So I'm just coming out with the usual bits and bats at the moment. Like a bit of a tile or something there. A few little bits of glass in between, some glazed stuff. I just found that little jawbone there. Don't know what that's off. Maybe a rat or something. But I'm only about a foot deep, so I can continue, see what else there is. First bottle out of the hole. Well, it's still in the hole, but some kind of old jar. Don't think it's got massive age to it, to be honest, but it's still a find. So we're having a lot more luck now. It's just gone a bit deeper, so got my first poisonous bottle. Bit of a plain one, but still nice find. We've got Parkinson's Ltd Burnley. That's still got the liquid in that. That'd be interesting to find out what's in it. And then like a paste jar. That's not a very old one. Still got its screw top on, but even still. But unfortunately, I forgot to bring me tripod today, so let's just see if I can spade with one hand. See if we can find anything while we're filming. Let's have a look. I've got a fork with me today as well, so when we do start getting to the good stuff, hopefully they won't get smashed. Bit of a plate there. It's not as easy as a fork with one hand. But even still, I'm going to make this all bigger. It's just a thought to start with like a pilot hole, so to speak. Oh, I smashed that one. I think I'll just turn the camera off for a sec. So guys, I've just had another not to be taken poison bottle out with its corking, and I've just seen it's still actually got a bit of its label left. So I thought I'm going to have to try and film this as a get it off, see if I can see it. Oh no, it's just completely, it did have a little bit of a brand or something there, a blue circle, but it's just gone as I've gone to take it out. But we've got a few coming out now. Fennings Fever Cure, I've actually found one of them before, but a blue version. Got another one of them Parkinson ones, another poison bottle, nothing special, but still one. I'm just widening the hole now, get it a bit bigger so I can go a bit deeper with it. Seems to be finding some good stuff in here now though, very promising. Quick little update guys, where we're up to. So I've just found this is quite a nice one. VIROL, I think, with the brown glass. It's a nice one. Got another poison. I just pulled this lovely teapot up. Shame it's not full, but that's that one. I've got, I think it's a bay, Slack and Cox Manchester. A little lid there. But yeah, I'm just winding in the hole again now. More and more stuff's coming out, so it seems like I've done right with this hole here. Seems like a nice one. I just found a lovely bottle there, nice blue one. Milk of Magnesia, registered trademark. And I'm pretty sure, give it a little shake, that there's a lovely milk of magnesia in there. Top's corroded now, but as soon as I started moving it was all coming out. Oh, lovely. Like milk that's been in your fridge for 6 months. But it's so nice, but I'll clean it out. So I've just come across this thing. It's kind of pot, but I thought we could have a look together what it is. I was hoping that it'd come off a lot easier than that, to be honest, but it might be a job for later. Looks like there's some kind of people working, little houses and stuff. Maybe like a Japanese style. It's nice that though, well, I'll take that with me. Had a tear in my eye. I thought I'd found a full one. It was in like that. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Look at this one as well. It says strength there with an O and a picture of a cow's head, so I'm saying that that is a is Bovril, but exactly nothing under there. Exactly what you'd use that for, I'm not too sure. Maybe to store it in. We've had that nice little one there. Got my flash wipes to wipe my stuff down. Just helps to see it. We're getting to the point now where it's getting a bit wet, so I don't know how far I can go a bit deeper than that. I'm going to keep going for the next half an hour or so, but we'll see. I think I've pretty much got to where I can with this hole at the moment. Every time you move something it just bleeding fills in. There's a few little things coming out though still, mostly jam jars and that kind of thing. So what I think I'm going to do now is just start filling bits of the sides in, see if I can find anything in there. But we still have some good finds for this one. I've got them all in my bag, but they'll be washed and stuff later. But I might as well show you this little bit here as well. So we've got a bit of a pot there, which says Vitasol, I think, something Meek in England, with a little anchor on. It's also got a little crown there. We've got the lid off something. It says wax polish. Obviously I don't think you can see very well under there. Can't seem to get a lot of that mud off. I think it says Johnson's wax. A little cup, a little mug, and then there's just like a bit of a variety of jam jars and food preservative jars, sauce jars, that kind of thing. But we'll start filling them sides in now and see what we can get. Seem to be doing alright from that side piece. There's a few bottles there. I'll clean them later, but I thought this might be a good opportunity. That one there, I think they're just paste jars or something like that, but they've got liquid in. That one there is like encrusted in something. I don't know what it is, but let's see. What the hell is that? There's another one. Some kind of sauce bottle. Let's keep going. I had a piece of that out before as well. There's quite a few batches as well. Let me get I'll get the other tool. That'll make it a bit easier one hand. Great for bottle digging these. I think there is something under there. Put the camera to one side for a second, see if I can, actually I might be able to grab it. Come on. Oh, it's just a jar. Oh well. So I continued up the hill in my little bottle search. I've just come across this one and I was just about to open it and I thought I've got to share this. So, listen. That's not been open in what, about 50, 60 years. It does say Little Hulton on it, but it's not far from where we are. I think it says Batties as well, and I found one of them before, a green one, an earlier one than this, but I'll still keep it. Alright, let's carry on the search. You can see I'll go through before I leave some of the stuff that I'm leaving for whoever else comes here and who wants it. That's quite an interesting thing to show actually. That's glass. poison bottle all melted. That one as well. It did have an old buckle there as well. Smashed though. Now, as you can probably tell, I've hit quite a big dump of old iron. There's a lot of rust in here. And I've just spotted that the grates come off the end with that there, that black stuff. It looks like a thicker version to gunpowder. I really don't know what that is. It could be harmless, or it could be, like I say, it could be gunpowder. I really don't know what that is. If anybody does know, please let me know. Let me know if I should be messing with it like I am. So what I've been doing is, as I'm going up, I'm kind of filling in behind me. Not going too deep, just a couple of foot, but got a nice little doll there. Pot doll. Little flower in her, she's got no arms or legs. Just a body, torso. So I've just found another lovely find. Gordon's Special Dry London Gin. That's a nice one, nice green one. Established 1769. Bloody hell. Nice spoon there. Let's put that to one side. Let's try and do what we said before. Film whilst I dig. I can see a bottle in there. Let's try and get on top of it. Or, if in doubt, get underneath it. See if I can grab it now. No? Oh, what's that though? Bit of an old pot or something. Oh well, you can see that in there. She's coming. I think that's got it. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. A bit of a label still on, but no writing at all. Still got the liquid in it. There's a nice beer. I'm a bit thirsty, I wouldn't mind a beer. Put that there. There's almost another one just on top of it. I found one of those before, and I was actually going to keep it, even though it is quite a new one. But I put it on the side and it smashed in my hand, so let's carry on. I think what it is with this site where I am is these banks going down are the overspill from the main dump up there. But I think it's been done that many times, I don't think there's much left now, but you never know, you can always come back for a second trip. That's just the neck. Right guys, so I'm going to start filling it in now. I've already started at the bottom, but I'm going to fill it in all the way up. But I just thought I'd show you some of the things that I'm going to leave behind. It's like a broken egg cup there, nice floral decoration on it. I don't know what, ow, I don't know what was in that. Such a strange colour. I thought I'd hit the jackpot with one of the, when that first came out, but it's just a light bulb. I thought it was one of the round bottom jars, but part of an old milk bottle there. And there's the top of it. There's the rest of it. That's a big one. Got an old Heinz ketchup there. You can just see a bit of the label still on at the top as well. And a few melted ones in the jars and the just standard maybe 60s, 70s, 80s kind of bottles. Actually maybe not 80s but 50s, 60s. I'm not too interested in them, but I'll take the ones that I am, give them a clean and show you all them ones. And then we've got the first aid dressing. I think it's still got some in, you can see bits coming out. And then next to it was that one. That's a boil dressing. Not sure what that is, but that's empty, that one. But yeah, all in all, it's not been a bad day. Let's get home now, clean them and show you what I found. Here we are now, all cleaned up. Well, not 100% cleaned up, but as well as they're going to get for the time being until I've finished doing this vid. So we'll start off first of all with the poisons. You can see across the top there, poisonous. A few of the air bubbles in. This is an interesting one. So it says they're poison, not to be taken, but you can see the air bubbles are right underneath where it says poison, which is quite an interesting one. And then we've got like the one we've still got its corking, not to be taken, it's still got a bit of the juice in it, whatever was in there. And then we've got the hexagon shaped one. Now I believe that these are from like the early 1900s, maybe 1900 to about 1910, somewhere around there. And then we've got the Parkinson's. This is a cough syrup, and you can actually still, the hole in the top there, you can still smell whatever's in there, so I just left it in just for the time being. But there's 3 of them. We've got the Roberts Croup line from Bolton. That's actually world famous, that one. I think it's from roughly about the same time period, but it actually he actually sold those products all across the world. And I've seen as well that I've just got it here, just actually wrote it down. So in 1963, the owner of the company was interviewed, and he'd actually just come back from selling some of the products abroad, and some of the places include like Cyprus, Jamaica, Baghdad, Damascus, Hong Kong. So this obviously is only from probably, I'd say probably maybe the 40s or the 50s, but the history of this company is quite good for the area, really, for Bolton area. And then we've got, I'm not sure how well that's going to make out for you, but it says California fig syrup, sterling product, and you could actually, same again, you could smell that inside before I cleaned it out. But then we've got, just trying to see what it says on the side there, CALIFTO maybe, something like that. And then we've got the Croup line cough syrup, again, still something inside there. At the back we've got the Fennings Fever Cura, 2 of them ones. That one's still got its corking. This big one here, Gamo, that's an old cider bottle from about the 70s. I believe that that's a similar age, the Little Hulton Batty's one. And then we've got the blue milk of magnesia, registered trademark. And I didn't actually know that milk of magnesia, it's a treatment for constipation. So that's that one. This is probably my favourite one, I'd say. Gordon's Special Dry Gin. I believe this is from about 1910. Around, give or take a few years, but established 1769. It's got like a little boar's head or something on the bottom there. I don't know where that's picking up, but yeah, that's a nice one. Got like a little inkwell there. It's got its cork still in. I like finding them with the corks, and I like to try and keep it like that. It keeps a bit of history, doesn't it? And then we've got like a mixture really of these like kind of medicine bottles. There's quite a few different shapes and sizes. These are just some paste jars. I thought the pattern was quite interesting, so I kept them. This is an interesting one that I'm struggling to find. I don't know whether it's going to pick up on the camera either. The emboss is only slight. I think it's VIROL or OLY, something along those lines. That could have been a preserved jar, but there's 2 of those ones. This is a little strange one. It's got no markings on it whatsoever, so I can't figure out what that could have been used for. If anyone knows any of these, please let me know. Same again, the little medicine ones. Got a little Marmite jar, 1 ounce. It's a nice little one. There's a little pot lady. What's left of her. I thought that might have been tin or something, but it's just a little plastic horse that was in there. Some of the old like apothecary medicine ones. Little blue ones, I think they're just like paste or again preserved jars, something along them lines. The tablespoons, you can see all the little air bubbles in the bottom there. So they need cleaning out again and giving a good polish to them, like. But Slack and Cox Manchester, I believe that's a beer bottle from about maybe 1890, 1900. So there's not massive age to some of these, apart from something like these. These are old ones, but even still it's an interesting thing, like a little glass vial. And then at the back we've got, these are 2 pop jars. So we've got the Batty's Little Hulton and then the Simpsons Wharton. This factory was actually over the road, yeah, pretty much over the road from where I was actually digging, so that's a nice one. And then to finish on, this needs another clean again, but you can actually see the pattern now. I do believe that it's like a Japanese or possibly Chinese themed. You can see it looks like quite oriental with the design on it. I think that might be a Chinese symbol there, but possibly it would have had a handle on originally, maybe a lid on it as well, possibly. But yeah, again, no marking, so it's difficult to find that one out. But we had a good day, some good finds there. I'm very happy with the poison bottles. I've not found many of those before. And the California fig in the Gordons, that's a really nice one, that nice colour. But yeah, I'll be going back to there again at some point. There's definitely some more bottles that need finding. But thanks for watching as always.